beautiful beings of this beautiful universe. Welcome to Now once again. And I'm going to start this video with this 528 hertz frequency. This is the love frequency because we are all about spreading love and joy and beauty and not about ruining it like the opponents, right? So, in this video, I'm going to talk about you might be feeling disheartened by the fact that all of the by looking at the corruption in the outer world, by looking how cheats and jerks are getting ahead of you, and you might be feeling frustrated, right? So I'm going to talk about this, of how to deal with this, because you might feel hopeless when you look at the world outside, of how everybody is so messed up, and there's just a competition that you see in the outer world of who can be more mean, just to have more, grab more, just to get ahead of someone. So, I have this beautiful mail from Daily Stoic in which he talks about, I'll just read out. He says that in ancient Rome, there was corruption everywhere. Dishonesty was endemic. Excess and venality were widely accepted. So was Marcus Aurelius, and he was also part of all of that. So he could feel the heat because you're in such times, and know that these times are not only happening right here, right now, this has always existed. The evil has always wanted to get the power over the goodness. So you might be thinking, maybe I'm the one who's thinking about all this is all wrong. Maybe I'm the crazy one. And you might feel that there's nobody standing by your side because you have chosen to be good, because you have chosen to shine your light, because you have not chosen to be covered and deceitful and cheap like them, right? Yesterday I was at the gym and there was a mother and she came with her three children, and she got so much annoyed, so angry looking at me, and I was not even doing anything to them. People, these demonic beings, they just get so jealous looking at you, the person of light, because you are working and operating from higher perspective, and they have all their life cheated and lived a life of lie. So what she did, she started laughing at me just like a demon. I could sense the demonic energy in that woman. And along that was not the end of it. She told her three children to do the same. Now see, she's a corrupt mother. She has no right to destroy the life of three children by teaching them demonic ways. A mother's role is very crucial in a family. A mother can either create awesome family or she can destroy it. And in this example, this sort of a mother is a destructor because she's a low vibrational, somebody who has failed all her life. And that's when people have that anger and hate towards the other people of light, because they cannot see how are they operating, how are they able to do things rightly, because that needs a lot of work and they are not ready for it. So she is in turn teaching her children to be the same. So you see, it's not the child's problem that they are born in a toxic family. I'm trying to tell you how a toxic family, a weak person's family, is going to destroy the children's life further. They're going to falling prey to the same cycle. They're going to learn from their parents that, see, it's a dog eat dog and a rat eat rat world. Don't be nice. If you're nice, you'll get eaten up. And this is the fall of the civilization. This exactly is the fall of the mankind. Don't fall for this trap. Choose goodness always. I did not say anything to her. I just sent her blessings. Because I know that she's depressed. I know she has lived in misery all her life. I know that. Her entire vibration is like that. She's in pain. So the pain body that gets possessed from the demonic side in another person, they tend to just get you, and then they cannot stand a person of light. So no wonder when you as a person of light, as somebody who embodies goodness, and you always have had value for goodness and beauty and love and joy, so people are going to get intimidated. Don't be shocked. I'm sure that if you have been following me all this while, it's not going to come as a surprise. But the people, the others, the rival, the opponent, they're going to see you as a threat. They're always going to have something nasty to say about you, and they cannot control themselves. See, this there's this surge of energy that operates through the demonic being. Even if you ask them why do you react like that, they will not have an answer because they're on in an autopilot mode. They do not have an answer. So if you think that if you think that by you choosing to be good and everybody is going to like you, you are absolutely wrong. But still, you choose the goodness. And this is what Marcus Aurelius talks about back in those days in Rome. He says we have to remind ourselves that no matter what other people do or what other people may get away with, and you will always see, right, like cheats and liars are getting away with more money, more power, they have a lot of control, and they think that they have won it, but they have failed. Exactly, because of that, they have failed because they did not choose to live by the calling. They might have billions and millions of dollars, they might be king of the world, but they are a failure, they are a servant to the inner self. And that is a completely wasted life. Completely wasted life. So Marcus Aurelius talks about this, that no matter what other people do or what other people get away with, our job is to be good. Our job is to resist this moral inversion, to not fall prey to that psychologists have called the what the hell effect. That means what? Why do you see there are so many demons moving outside in the world? Why do you see every person is so demonic? Because they think that, well, I have been ill treated and I'm going to do the same to the others. And this is what psychologists call as what the hell effect. This means that you toss up your hands and going along with something because everyone else is same messed up, so nothing matters anymore. So why should I care? So it's like everybody's garbage, and that's why people are copying the garbage. It's like one rotten apple rots rest of the apple. And that's why the world is in such a mess. The world is in mess because the good people do not speak up, while the evil is continuously loud. The world is in a mess, and that's what Albert Einstein also said. The reason for world being in mess is people do not have the courage to speak the right thing. They do not pick the right battles. People of truth think that anyway I will be suppressed, so let me just keep quiet. Anyway, nothing matters. And even if you come from this idea of, but it's already destined, yeah, everything is already destined. And in fact, even you picking your battles is already destined. You know which battles to enter into. And there are a lot of battles which you know that this has been wrong done to me, and I need to fight the system. I need to fight the processes, the policies. But then you just see the pointlessness to it also, right? So you do not just enter any fight. And many times you might not even have the energy because fighting is so much draining. And you might feel triggered by the rival side, by the demonic side, that, oh, these people are having a lot of energy to fight with you. That is only at that point in time. Only to bring you down, only to fight with you. These people will act and show they have energy, but they are absolutely weak. This is how they operate. They do not go to gym to work out. They come to follow you and to mock at you because they're so jealous of you. They are watching you and studying you 24 hours. They want to be like you. And they can never be like you. The reason being, you have chosen to operate from goodness. You have chosen divinity. You have chosen love. And they have chosen hate. They have chosen weakness. They have chosen poverty of soul. They might have more money, more cars. It has got nothing to do with success. Don't let the society fool you into this sort of an understanding that First of all, who set these rules? Some low value people who did not stick up to the standards, who always believed in snatching from others and raiding other places and countries and attacking them, getting their money. These are the people who have made all these big industries. So when you see somebody has so much money, power, and control, see where did that come from? It's at the cost of someone else. Someone else is poor there, that's why you are rich here. You cannot just be rich on your own. You are taking somebody else's share, which they deserved. There are people who do not have food to eat. There are people who do not have basic facilities, healthcare. And then there are these people who are constantly interested in how to get more and more and more. And they will die by this greed. This greed will not make you successful. Nobody will clap for you. You will die in that whole greed of yours. One must see what do you truly want. One must look at one's intentions. Cheap people with their cheap families, they're what are they doing? They're training their children to be the same failure like how they have failed in their entire life. They're training their children to to be part of the rat race. They are not educating their child for success. They are educating so they can grow up and consume more, hoard more, have more. They are not teaching their children sense of goodness, operate out of dharma, operate like by eight noble paths of Buddha. They are not teaching any of that. And the reason is because they're too scared. They see the point that if you are acting good, if you are acting like a saintly person, you live like a joyful being, then you would be just outcasted. Then you would be treated like, but where's the value add? What are you bringing to the system? Because when everyone else screams the same lie, they want to prove to you that they are right and you're wrong. But no, never ever believe this. Never ever believe their lies. Even if the entire world somehow comes together to shatter you, to destroy you, don't be scared. Accept it. Let whatever life throws at you, let it throw. Never ever compromise for who you are. Do not play cheap like them. You are the real king. You, watching this video, and you have been resonating with me, you are the real queen. They might deny you everything. Let them. You are the king without the crown. Like Jesus Christ was the king without the crown. Did he hoard? Did he have kingdoms and yet he owned the entire universe? Did he have many cars and many houses and a lot of crypto and running after money and learning from AI how to make money in 2025? All these bullshit ads that you see? What are these things? These are all demonic energies trying to snatch away your attention. They want to steal your energy so that you cannot focus on the right. They want to delude you only into money hoarding. And that is going to take you so far away from why you were born, from not asking the right questions. I'm not saying that on the grounds of morality that making money is bad. No. It's about why are you not asking the right questions? Why are you not living? Why are you not living out of goodness, out of beauty, out of love? Why are you making the world ugly? And why should I not question this? The evil people, the demonic beings, they think that they own the world. Like on what grounds? Yesterday there was another man and old woman. They came in the gym and literally they screamed so loud in front of me. Annoying, she's so annoying. Like what did I do? Did I just trigger your demons? That's what I did. Without me having to do any damn thing. And I have a lot of haters there. They all come up at the same time when I go. The reason is all these demonic energies are very much heavily attracted. They are seduced into following the person of light. They are so curious about you. They want to know, who are you? You are such a mystery. And they feel so confused about what what the hell is going on. One day she's like this, one moment she's like this, and then she changes. Yes, because I flow with life. I'm not rigid like you. I'm not dumb like you. I operate from the higher intelligence. I'm not dumb like you that I'll just be wasting my time on useless things. It's funny. The thing is that I do not react to any of them. I just go with a cold face. And that pisses them off so much. They want a reaction from you. Don't give it to them. Like what I do, I take on all of their negative energy and I think, wow, these are my best friends. They have given me so much. Now that in turn gives me the more intelligent ideas of what I should talk in my today's videos. That in turn gives me a lot of energy so I can do exercise even in a better way. I can lift more weights now. I can be more creative. So basically your haters are your proteins. They're your vitamins. See to them like that. Like this old woman and the other mother and their children who she's planning to rot. And she does not know that the way she's educating her children, they will grow up to hate her. They're going to abandon her. Because when you're teaching hate to an innocent child, what are they going to learn? They're going to learn the same thing from you. They would not learn respect, they would not learn love. So why would you expect that just because you program them that way? You must keep your eyes open, but not react to unnecessary garbage like people. But whatever they have thrown their mud, their stones at you. Make sure that you utilize all of that. Keep them in the ground, bury it, use that as a manure, use their shit like manure, and grow yourself, polish yourself, make yourself like a diamond. Don't just think that you are too weak. Oh, don't be like a touch me not plant that somebody touched you and then that just weakened you. Know that they can take nothing from you. You are aware of who you are, that you're not this body, you're not this mind. Even if you get killed fighting this battle, and make sure that your entire life you pick to choose the battle for goodness. There's only one war worth fighting, that you're on the goodness side, that you work with godly energies. You're operating on Christ consciousness. You are operating on Krishna consciousness. Choose to be like Christ, not like the demons who killed him. And too many people are living in this world out of fear. They are not operating out of love. They're not learning out of love. They're not earning money out of love. They're not making houses and building finances out of love. They are doing all of that out of fear. That, oh my God, if I don't do it, I'll be knocked out. I'll be crushed. I'll be trampled. Don't be like them. Their intentions are out of fear. You must choose to live out of love, like how Christ did. I love Jesus Christ. I have always loved him. And who does not? The entire world loves Jesus Christ. And I'm not about talking about Christianity or Hinduism. What I embody is how they have lived their life. I want to live my life that way. It's not about doing rites and rituals. Of course, if you feel like doing rituals and lighting an incense, why not? I light a lot of incense. If you feel like playing that Chinese Tibetan singing bowl, because that gives that beauty of sound. What is sound? What kind of sounds are you making? Even in that, choose beauty. Choose love. Because love is the only answer to this entire problem of existence, to this entire problem of duality. The answer is love, oneness, one. And then from one, you would get back to zero. In the physical realm, when your body dies, then of course your body, which is made out of the five elements, would resolve back into the five elements. So you see that you are not this body, just like how you are made up of these five elements: earth, air, water, fire, and ether. Same is the other person too. Same is every being in the world. Same are the animals, the plants, the insect, the snake, lizard. Everything is like that. So when you realize that you are not this body, you are no more scared, even if you get killed fighting this good battle, and know that you're not fighting this to prove yourself that, oh, I'm a god or I'm a goddess, because I'm following Christ, because I'm following Buddha, because I'm following Rumi. See, now we talk a lot about the philosophies of Rumi, and I love Rumi. I've studied him thoroughly. I love his work. I love everything about Rumi. But his whole life, he was tortured. He was denied. He was not given a bed of roses and a big palace to live. People hated him because he would tell the truth. But a lot of people loved him too. Without that, he would not have been known and famous. So, either way, you're going to get famous. By your haters, they would talk and spread about you. So, anyhow, you're already known. So, there's no point hiding. Don't try to hide yourselves because you think that, oh, I'm so much known by them. They know everything about me. Yes, this is the life of a saint. Saint has got no secrets. Their entire life is public. There's nothing that I hide. In my 24-hour living existence in this body form, there's nothing that I hide. Because I have nothing to hide. And I tell you, there's a lot of freedom with that. When you've got nothing to hide, you speak your mind, you be the way who you are. You're not trying to cushion this information from rest of the world, or how they can use it, how they can misuse it. There's a lot of sense of ease in that. You are free. And like in all of my videos I've said, the only thing worth having value is freedom. Freedom. Freedom to be who you are. People can never be themselves. They are not themselves because they are too attached to the roles that they are playing. They think, if I'm acting like this, I'm not going to have any relationship. If I'm going to be so free, if I do not learn how to control others, how to manipulate others, how to get manipulated by them. You see, not many times parents make fun of their children in front of others, right? So why are they doing it? They try to mock their children in front of the rest of the family members, right? That she does not study well, he does not study well, he cannot do anything. Why are they doing that? They're doing that to show the other person that it's okay, I'm safe, because I'm playing it small, and so is my child. So I'm small and my child will be small. Though to your home, a Buddha might have been born, but you are trying your best to kill the intelligence of the child because you think that you are small. So is your child. No, your child is not your child. Your child is the child of God. Your child has come to your life so that they have got a destiny to fulfill. They are not born for you. They are born because they had unmet desires in their past life when they died. They are not born for you, to satisfy you, to satisfy your ego. And too many dumb parents think that their children are extension of them. And they get heavily cheated on when the child grows to an adult. When they see that they are completely opposite of who of how they wanted to control, right? And that's true as well. Why should a child act like you? Why should they live a life like how you want them to? They are born with their own intelligence. They are born with something beautiful, something new. The way the nature works is she operates on making everybody unique. But society, you want to put them all into the same level of dumbness. You want to categorize and make everybody into a template. But a rebellious spirit can never ever listen to your bullshit. They are waiting for your time to grow. And they will, the moment they have grown up, they're going to leave you. Because what did you do to them all their life? You were trying to suck their soul out. You were teaching them fear. You were teaching them to hate. You were teaching them to defend themselves. Don't fall, don't fall, don't do this. Ah, why are you trying to secure them? Child wants to play free. Child wants to be wild. Child is born with a free spirit. And you see, the moment a child has got a problem is because you are trying to control them. But that's not for too long. Child learns the lessons and then they go out. They be themselves. So all these foolish parents who think that by controlling them, their children, they're going to make them like them, you're in for a big shock. And you are bringing children into the world not for the love of it. You are bringing children because you are scared to face your own inner demons. Watch that. A true person, a real person, would let their children live freely. They would give them the resources, like how Sadhguru is doing in his Gurukulam. Look at the way how the kids are taught in Sadhguru's school. Look at the way how children are taught in Krishnamurti's school. Now that is the real intelligence. Now that is the real way. Not the stupid fucked up way how the society teaches you in schools. Just to make you dumb. Just to snatch your soul. Just to constantly put you in a competition so that when you get out of school, you're not enabled to be on your own. You have just trained yourself all these 12 years of education, of your schooling, of how to be a coward, how to stay dumb, of how to just work as a servant to the master so that you can fit in this factory setup. Well, but with this AI coming in, everything is going to change. So what do you do now? You keeping yourself busy in useless trainings and education and useless work is going to take you nowhere. Do you see the seriousness of it? Foolish people keeping themselves busy all the time, acting like, I know it all. You know nothing. Real education is about, it all starts from the truth. You cannot be in a lie and then just think of growing yourself because all your goal is, what is your goal? Your goal is just to consume, just to hoard money and hoard and hoard and hoard. I'm not just saying this to you, I'm also saying this to myself. I have enough food in the fridge, but still I make another order. And then there's so much more foodstuffs which is there. So why am I bent on eating so much, though I'm not hungry? And I hate myself for that. I want to make myself in a way that what I know what is right for me, I should be able to do that. But I find there's a lot of contrast. There's a lot of there is this opponent energy, the opposite force, which one side of you there's and see all this duality is not only external, right? It's not between you and them. All of this is springing from inside of you. All of this is springing from inside of you. Inside you are two forces. One that says, I'm going to do this. One that prepares you for your growth upwards. And the second which says, no, it's a lot of work. I can't do it. I don't know. And how did you get these two voices? These are not your voices. All this is the voices as till 7 years old. This is why childhood is so important. Don't just treat a child like he's a fool. The child is the most intelligent being. They are absorbing, they're grasping everything. So how you handle children is very essential because that's how they're going to turn into when they become adults. They're going to be dumb or they're going to operate out of intelligence. You're either going to make your child into God, divine, or into a demon like yourself. At least if you love your child, choose goodness. But if you brought a child only to make him or her as an extension of who you are, and you just wanted to raise them like warriors, like people who are going to be with me to fight like a war, then there's no use. The problem with ignorance is living life out of ignorance is that you might be deluded, you might be busy, you might have resources, you might have money and power, and you might be best of your health as well. But still, inside of you, you are a failure. You are a complete failure. And you know that. You know that very well. Every person knows when they're doing wrong, there's this divine voice within everybody that says, look, man, this is wrong, don't do it. This is wrong, don't go and steal. This is wrong, don't look at other women with cheap eyes, with lustful eyes. Don't look at them. But they still do it. Don't look at children with bad intent. But they are still pedos, they are still rapists, they are still murderers. Do you think a murderer doesn't know that they should not murder? They're still liars. Do you think a liar doesn't know that I should not lie? Just be bold and face it. Just be bold and face whatever the world has to show, making sure that you are on the side of light, making sure that you operate out of goodness, you operate out of Christ consciousness. That is the goal. That is the entire goal for life, and pay the price for it. Don't just take all this cheap shortcut. Or first I will make money, first I will buy my home, buy my 10th home, and then I will do this. First I will live my life and enjoy and waste myself completely. And then by the time when I get old, when I'm 30 or 40 or when I'm 50 or 60, then I will come to spirituality. You're all fucked up. Don't do that. The problem with living life of lies and in ignorance is that you're never going to be at rest with your own self inside your own body. You tell your family, you tell the children to say, oh, my uncle is nice. Why is your uncle nice? Just because he has money? Just because he's trying to show off that I have this and that and I have so much money. So money cannot buy you relations. Okay? And be careful, just be watchful for people who like you for money. They are your most horrendous enemies. And you see all these people, they think that, oh, money will buy me friends and love. Watch out. If this is the case, you are living with snakes. True love, true friendship, true relationship comes when the other person wants good for you. They have their best interest for you, not because you have this and that. So that they can snatch out of that. This is living like animals. Some animal has killed a big animal and he's eating, and then other animals come along, hyenas come along to eat that dead meat. What sort of a world is this? And if you think that, well, but if I start living out of goodness and if I choose these higher values and virtuous things, then I'm going to just be knocked out. This is not true. There's a lot of power in beauty. There's a lot of power in love. There's the entire world runs on love and truth. If the creator would have thought like if the creator would have thought so, why did Jesus Christ live his life like that? Why is the whole world worshipping him? Tell me. So you say you follow You go to church and you go to temples and you do puja and you do devotion and this and that, but still in office you are the same mean man who's trying to work by cheating, who does not have the courage to say that this is wrong. Can we work it out a different way? Can you operate and work out of honesty? No. Then all of those things that you do over going to temples and churches and mosques is meaningless. Because if you're not living your life out of truth, if you're not living out of honesty, if you're not living out of goodness, no matter whatever you do, it's all going to be pointless. Do not be scared to be who you are. Do not be scared to shine your light. Do not be scared to fight the right fight. Of course, there'll be cuts, there'll be wounds. Take it. Anyway, you will die. It's worth it. And you think by playing on the demonic side, you're not going to get wounded? Who said that? You will still get the cuts, you will still get the wounds, you would still die. Whether you're on the side of light or you're on the side of the dark. Die. You're dying every day. You're dying every second. So if life is a game, just play it in style. Play it in your own style. Don't look at others like if there's something beautiful, something awesome to learn from someone else, then learn that, copy that, steal that. But not something which is low quality. Why would you want to do that? Like there's a relative of mine, he has hoarded so many houses and lands, but has got pathetic character. So I just look at him and I wonder who the hell on earth makes you think that if you just keep on hoarding things, are people going to respect you? Nobody comes to his home. He has got no friends, which is okay. Even a person of light has no friends, but these are two completely different things. A person of light having no friends is not doing that because he's trying to show that he's the king. No, because they are authentic, and if they do not find the right sort of vibrational people, which will be the case if you are the chosen one, you must learn to deal with solitude. This phase of solitude is for a reason. In this training season, God gets you ready. You prepare yourself. And know that it's not you who's actually preparing yourself. This is the plan of life for you. And each one of us has got a unique life. Everybody of us has got a different story to live. So don't fall for this trap. Oh, my neighbor has this, I should have that. My aunt has this, I should have that. My cousin has got 4 homes, 4 BHK houses. Oh, my cousin is so rich, so I should compare myself to him. My cousin is married to a wife and has got 2 children, I should do the same. No. Everybody has got a different life story. So if the society says that they are successful and you are a loser, your family tells you that with subtle intentions, why should you believe them? If it's not your race, don't run it. If you're not living the life, like if you have to make any sort of compromise around the way you want to live versus how you are living right now, don't do it. At least I know it's difficult to align yourself completely with how you want to live versus the reality, the expected versus the real. I know there's a huge deviation, but then sometimes you are just in a state of surrender and you do not seem to have any problem with whatsoever right now. And then there is also a sense of courage that comes within you and that says, you shall go through it all. Don't worry, whatever is taken, whatever you lose, don't worry about anything. It's just about giving. Just keep giving to life. Don't expect what I'm going to get in return. Just keep giving. Learn to serve life rather than command her to give me this and give me that. I know it's frustrating. Life tests you. Life is a cruel master. But it is cruel if you are trying to one up life. You can never ever one up life. So don't don't even think about doing that. You can't do that. She's supreme. She will drag you in any way and form. Today, if you are high, tomorrow she can make you turn you to a beggar. Today you are very strong, tomorrow you might die. This is the unpredictability of life. Don't be shocked. You might have a huge fancy island where you live. Might be turned, a fire might set in the forest. Anything can happen. There are the good possibilities and there are bad possibilities. And who makes this dance happen? Who makes a demon become a demon? Who makes a divine being, a godly human, take on this path of goodness? Did I choose this path? No, it was chosen for me. I have put no effort in trying to make myself as I'm forcing myself to choose this path. No. It was just there and I feel I've been led. There's a force that just leads me. And my whole life I've lived that way. And so does a demonic being too. They also don't know why do they have so much of a hateful energy in them. And if you ask a hater, if you ask somebody who's having a lot of strong hateful energies in them, you will see that they had a troubled childhood. Troubled childhood is the root cause of everything. A demonic boss. You look at his life story. He had always been cheated upon by the system, by society, and he tried to fight initially, but he did not get the justice. So when the justice was not served, he said justice delayed is justice denied. So what did he do? He turned to the villain. He thought, okay, so I've not been given any sort of goodies, sort of a cakewalk life. I've done struggle all my life. So fuck society. I'm going to be the same. I'm not going to care about anybody. I'm going to walk all over them. I'm going to go and poke my nose and blabber shit in front of them. So you see, there's somebody who has failed, somebody who's weak. You will never see a successful person, a person of high value and quality do that. You know why? It's not that they have not suffered. The hero's mentality is only this, that the hero knows that they have suffered, but they do not want to bring that suffering to rest of the people. This is the hero's mentality. So that beautiful quote that talks about how strong men make the world beautiful, and then that leads to too much comfort and luxury, and then that in turn breeds weak men. Then weak men, they get frustrated, and then this is like a cycle. The good people have created beauty in this world. All of the good gadgets, the services, the roads, the development, all of that has been done by people who have suffered so much. So much of our day-to-day living is by the basic stuffs that we use is created by whom? By the mastermind Tesla. And how was his life? He was not living out of consumption. He had a whole lot of suffering in his entire life, but he still chose that. Or did he? I don't know if he chose that or he was chosen like that. I don't think you come to this by any sort of a force. There is some force that moves you. So then you might say, if I'm being led, then why should I worry and why should I plan and why should I see to my acts what I'm doing is good or bad? Well, because that that feeling, like when you put others down, You yourself do not feel good in your own body. So, no matter whether the other person has been affected or not, you would have your own cells in your body which are not working for you. Any sort of a unpleasant feeling calls out for disease. And people don't know this, so they unconsciously go on spreading their hate, thinking that I have shown my hate and jealousy on others. But they do not know that they are, in turn, attracting poor health. Because what is your body? Your body is your mind. And what is your mind? When you have creative, beautiful, healthy thoughts, you are healthy. But when you have sick thoughts of hatred and jealousy, you fall sick. And that's why you see all these people, they have miserable faces. They might do layers of makeup. Another thing, makeup doesn't make you beautiful. You see all this day and age, everybody puts on layers of makeup and thinks that, wow, now I'm beautiful. But still, you just look like a plastic doll. Beauty does not come from makeup, beauty comes from truth. Comes from boldness. Beauty comes from courage. Who the hell told you that just by putting 10 kilos of makeup, you're going to be beautiful? True beauty, if there are two types of women and men. There might be men who are doing a lot of blah blah and fanciful dressing up and this and that. They do not have soul. You're still going to look like just a doll. And then there is another type of man who's working hard, who is working on himself, who is trying to make himself up. Even though he might not be wearing and dressing up and have a body like you, he would still be beautiful. He would still be a man of high value. It's not about how you're looking externally. It's about what you are inside. What are you inside? What is your spirit? What is your soul? Too many women think, cheap women primarily, they think that by wearing a lot of makeup and getting almost like look at their clothing, they're almost naked. Who tells you that if you have to go to gym you have to almost strip yourself? Look at their clothing. What you wear is a lot to do about who you are. It has got nothing to do with showing freedom. It's not about freedom. It's about how cheap you are. People think that I can just do whatever I want. I can just present myself anyhow. And you know what? Those are not going to be questioned. People are not going to have any sort of problem with these demonic women. They're going to get a lot of success. They're going to get lots of jobs, lot of money. They're going to attract another demonic man just like herself. A cheap demonic woman is going to attract another cheap demonic man just like herself. People with no sense, no intelligence, no courage, cowards, they would get everything. And you might feel, what the hell is this? You will definitely have this question, why are these cheats and why are these low people having everything and you think that you're in lack? Even though you might not think so. It's them who might be laughing at you. Even though you are completely fine with or without anything, you are absolutely doing fine. Hmm? It's their opinion of you. But if you feel that there is something lacking and you need something, by all means go get it. Work on it. Put all your energies and focus on that. And you will find that there is a voice inside of you that does not let you decide, that does not let you conclude. Everything can be seen through two perspectives. A saint also doesn't wear clothes. Naga sadhus in India. But they're not doing this out of getting attention. They do that because they have transcended the physical, modal existence. They see to this body as it is made of the five elements and it is strong now, but gradually with age and time, it is going to its grave. And they are very much aware of their mortality. And that you cannot compare yourself to them and then uh, just copy them in such a way. That's not true. There's a huge difference in the mindset. It's all about intention. It's all about the root thing, the root, your center. Which side is it aligned? And the problem is if you do not learn from this, you're going to feel all the time confused. You're going to have brain fog. And then there'll be times when you don't want to even think so much. Don't just fall for the trap of what others are doing. Everybody's born unique. Everybody's got a thing that you are born with and you will meet your destiny. So don't run for it. If you're running for it, that means you are just trying to avoid the now. Just enjoy this right now moment, whatever it is. If the right now moments asks you have to study a video and learn from it, then do it. You feel the pain in the body, you feel the rumble in the stomach, you feel the pain in your eyes, then go wash your eyes and get back on it. You feel the pain and you still do it. It's not that I will do it when I do not have the pain in my body. No. You have the pain in your body, but you'd still do it. Why are you doing it? Not to show to the world. You're not doing this so you are in competition with your neighbor or with your boss or with your relatives or with your sister, your siblings. You are in competition with no one. In fact, I'll tell you, do not even be in competition with your own self. That is also very draining. Because, like that, if you see, you might feel that, oh, but 10 years ago I was like that, and now see me, I was better off then. How are you better off then? If you have not learned during these 10 years, if you have not grown as a soul, as a spirit, what is the use of being alive on earth? It's better to die. Death is better than that. If you are not ascending, then you are descending. And many times you might think this path of ascension is just too mad. It's making me crazy. It's making me nuts. And you want to go back to your older ways of living like I don't care. But it's all about you and it's all your journey. Everything about you is you should be focused around you. And I know that you're not a complete island. You live in the world and we are all interconnected. But coming from the center and then going outward is always right. It's not about this is more right and that is wrong. This is the right way out and follow the right way. Our problem is we know the right thing to do, but somehow there is a strange force that just stops you. There's a strange force that says, no, 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 no. Don't do it. And the problem is it it comes with ease and comfort and you just fall to it. Ease and comfort. And we have always loved comfort because back in the days when we were cavemen and cave women, then we might have been just killed and eaten by another animal. So they would go and make their homes in caves so that they do not get killed by animals. And then they built fire, and there was a sense of warmth. That was the comfort. And then gradually, see how did this comfort thing, to the basic level, your basic comfort should be met. Because if you are without food and without shelter, how are you even going to think about spirit and soul and all these higher values? So, of course, as per Maslow's law, the basic needs should be met. But beyond that, you need not run on a mad race. That's why I'm saying don't run a race that is not yours. At a certain point, you're also going to question this. Do I even need this? At a certain point, you're going to come to a total state of surrender. I don't know if you come on that or you're brought at that. Yeah, I think I should reframe that. You are brought at that state. You do not pick the state. In fact, all of this, just all of this, watch your own life. And you will, as a witness, when you watch, you realize that none of those things you truly are doing. This is all happening. And all you do is you watch it. Like you have no idea of the people you meet in the world, of whom you have chosen to be your family, of the workplace that you're going to go to. And if you look close, you don't know anything. But you see that you're being led. You're just being led. And you're not so much concerned about what is it going to give me in return. Is it going to bring me fame, money, power? You're not concerned about any of that. You're concerned in you pouring yourself completely into the now moment. Whatever it is. The music that you make, the dance that you do, the breathing that you're breathing, you're being breathed. You're not breathing. You're not living. You're being lived. People are constantly running away from themselves, so they rather pick to an external goal because they cannot sit with themselves because it's terrifying. It's so terrifying. They are constantly running. Wake up, run, machine. Are you a machine? Wow, I'm so happy AI will come and everything is going to get taken away by humans. Now deal with it. Now deal with it. All your useless creations of the world. I was watching this video yesterday on the threat of AI by Acharya Prashant, and he was saying it so amazingly that once the AI reaches to a super intelligent AI, which is going to be self-conscious, then it's going to destroy humans because they see you two just like a material, just like how you see an ant, how you see a tree, and you just take the tree and cut it, right, to build home. You don't see to the tree that it has life. So you just go on cutting all these trees thinking, I'm going to make more industries and I'm going to clear up all the forest and I'm going to do this and that for money, profit. So I can set up more mills, which will in turn give me more products, which I'm going to spend so much on my advertising so that I can sell all of my garbage goods to the people. But I keep forcing them. I keep forcing ads on YouTube. On any sort of nice video that people watch, I force feed myself. What is this? This is all an attack on your consciousness. This is all an attack. They want to they want to plunder you of knowing who you are. This is what Maya does. This is what she has been doing. Before you come to this state, Aham Brahmasmi, she will throw you such challenges in life that you are just said faced with it and you say, no, let me first of all deal with this. Let me first of all solve this and then I will question who am I? I will do my self-inquiry. Then I will sit with I am, as Nisargadatta Maharaj says. Then I will come and do my self inquiry. By the time I'm old, you're already old. You don't have any energy left. All you ran for your life was around meaningless things, and that same meaningless garbage that you have made is going to drown you now. Now deal with it. Just deal with it. It's your creation. This is for the people who are constantly running away from themselves. For those who know, they know that they are not the doer. And they also know that even this thing they did not know. It was somehow brought about. Things have followed you for a reason. Right knowledge has come to you for a reason. And you are fully aware that even with this knowledge, this body will die. So don't be too attached to the body. Our biggest problem is attachment to the body consciousness. Nisargadatta Maharaj says beautifully in his book I Am That, don't you see all of your problems are of this body? This body needs ego, this body needs relations, this body needs food, clothing, shelter, money, fame, power, control, prestige. The moment you have seen that you are actually not the body, then all the useless, unnecessary work that you and the unnecessary goals that you set for yourself is not there. You have just cleaned up all of the garbage in your mental mind. And all of that is garbage. So, what is there for us to do? There's nothing to do. But still, in this game of duality, Maya wants to play. She will force you into playing as a hero or as a villain. So, so just play. I'm called for a heroic role. I'm on a heroic journey, and I embrace that. I don't shy away. I don't run away. I don't live in fear. That's why I've lived my whole life alone, bold and fearless, because I'm not attached to nothing. And I don't say I'm doing it. This was a situation. This is how I was brought about. This is how situations were around me. And I could see through the games people play. I could see through the bullshit that the world is force feeding you. I see the meaninglessness in it. So I don't trade the paths which is not meant for me. I don't walk the grounds which does not resonate with my soul. When I think I'm done, I just move out. I don't waste my time and energy to explain to people, look, you are wrong. You should have done this to me. Just don't give your attention to useless things. If you think you are the doer, know that even with this awareness that you are not the doer, still your mind would go to useless things. And don't be scared about that. That you think, oh, but I've been doing meditation for 10 years and how come? How dare you, my mind? How can you think negative thoughts? Not allowed. This is not going to happen. No matter how much meditation you do, game of duality, yin yang will go on. If you're in spirituality, they say to give you material goods and success and money and health and power and control. That's not true. That's a wasted thing. Spirituality is about seeing things how they are and letting go of the end result. Spirituality is about being fearless and having the courage and just walking the path. It's not about how many things I will get and how many profits I'll make and how many losses I'll take. Profit loss is inherently going to happen. Whatever you have achieved in this life would eventually fall. Whatever you have made. So see, do you want to completely keep yourself busy all the time with work, work, work? In fact, even about this, I watched a very nice video of a saint explaining this, and I'll tell you because it's very freeing, right? So he says that you think it's funny, you think that you are setting the goal for yourself that yes, I have to build this city, I have to build this massive giant industry. But you do not know that is the situations and life which has brought you at that point. And then the energies of the universe converge together. So then you set up a mill, then you set up a factory. It's not you. If it was not you, it would have been done by someone else, but it would have been done because that was the plan of life. Life is about constant movement, growth, change, destruction. And if you are attached to that thing that you have made because you are so much attached to it, it's my industry, it's my factory, it will, in some years or later, it would get destroyed. So why are you attached? Don't put that burden on your shoulder. Just be yourself and just watch to the game and just let it. Just let it. Life is now, tomorrow is death. Let it. Because you see, you have no control. First of all, this idea of control is a massive illusion. People think, I am doing this. No, it's the force behind you, it's the gunas behind you that is making you work. The person who is going to trigger the nuclear bomb on the planet, and that will lead to World War III, they might think, I have all of this power. See, I took the decision, I triggered the bomb to destroy the planet. They don't know that there's this guna, tamas, rajas, and sattva. So the tamas gun, tamas energy acts on that person, and who is making them act? They do not see the invisible hands of the creator and the destructor. If it's God's plan that you would have to pull that bomb and destroy the world, you will do that. So from this, you know that you're not the doing. The happening is just happening on its own. It's all on a self auto mode. What is there for you to do? Whatever action needs to happen will happen. So just relax. Just chill. But if you are taken identified to this thing, which again you are not identifying to your ego, situation will force you to identify yourself as an ego. So in that state, just play to the side. You're on the light side or you're on the dark side. Are you the hero or are you the villain? Are you the heroine or are you the vampire? Act accordingly. Feel the joy or the heat or the pain or the fear. Feel it all. Don't be scared. Don't be scared about anything. Even if you feel scared, be scared. If you feel fearful, feel it. If you feel like crying, cry. If you feel how miserable the world is, how wretched the world outside is, that has just got no sense of humanity, that completely wants to tear you, let it be. If you feel that the world outside is beautiful and there's beauty still in the world when you see the eyes of a baby, when you see a butterfly in the forest, when you see the beautiful spring and the yellow colored trees of how each leaves have turned yellow and orange, trees with beautiful purple flowers all over, then you see the beauty in the world, feel it. Don't make yourself bitter and think, whoa, but I've seen the ugly side of the world. Why should I care about beauty anymore? Because that's what will keep you alive. For this plague of ugliness, beauty is the answer. Beauty is the cure. For this plague and disease and death of hatred, which hatred brings in the world, the cure is love. I'm not talking about love, a cheap type of love. I'm talking of love at a universal level. Things that people are deluded they call as love is not love, that is attachment. Because they are too scared to be with themselves. And suddenly somebody comes along and they make them feel happy and glad and they think, wow, this is nice. And then they just be with that person for a short while and then you see it's not giving me that joy anymore. Maybe it's in somebody else, somebody more fancy, somebody more bright. They could light up me. No. How could they light up you? You only can light yourself. Stop begging for relations and people and the world outside. When there's a gem of light inside you, just be honest and see, do you really need so many stuffs? Just be honest and see, do you really need 10 course meal? Do you have taste in your taste buds? Why are you going on overeating when you could just be done with how much your body wants? Just listen to your body. Don't just go on eating because you're feeling miserable. I'm saying this about myself too. I feel when I feel frustrated, I just go to my fridge and see whatever is there and I just want to eat it. I don't know, there's a strange sort of energy that works through me. I'm very much aware I should not do that. But then this energy forces me to just eat. And I start eating like a beast. Or unnecessarily I go on shopping. Unnecessary buying. Though you know you don't need any more clothes. You don't need anything extra. In fact, I want to get rid of everything. I just want to just give away. I just want to take out a lot of stuffs. Because you want to live a free life. You want to live a light life. You don't want unnecessary things. Things, stuffs. It's garbage, anyhow. That's all I wanted to say. Thank you for listening to me. Bye. I'll see you in the next one.